Alright folks, Pitching Against 88, and we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook, Pacific Bay. We're going to be going on to the next case. And as always, just kidding, not like as always, I'm actually behind because of my honeymoon. And because of that, we can go straight through. So let me ask some people for some help. Alright guys, so grab some friends. And this is called Of Rats and Men. Commissioner Ace, thank goodness you're here. No one's gonna get any sleep tonight. The good thing is, I think we've evacuated Jazztown's residents just in time. The storm is almost on us. But the flood defenses are weakening. We've getting reports that looters are taking over the streets. And if that's not enough, I just got word that a prisoner is taking advantage of the chaos to escape from the penitentiary. Oh crap. Looks like we're losing control of Jazztown. It's exactly why I need Ace to patrol the streets. And you're going too, Frank. There's bound to be trouble out there tonight. Don't worry, Andrea. If there's trouble, I'll be staying out of it. Gotta love Frank, man. Those looters had better not mess with us. Hey, Ace, we'll show them then who's boss. What was that? Who's there? Holy sh... Whoa! Okay, that might be the scariest thing in this game I've seen so far. Hi, get out of my way. Even in these hills, I'm getting far away from that place. What the? What happened, ma'am? I mean, sir? I mean, what just happened? In the theater, there's a... It's disgusting. More disgusting than wearing clogs to a wedding. Oh, great. You're gonna tell me to come with you to investigate that theater, aren't you, Ace? Well, so much for keeping out of trouble. Of Rats and Men instead of Mice and Men. I like it. Good job. Good job. I get it. I have some literary background. Not much, but some. That looks disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So there's the broken jewelry. Obviously the body. We have a ghost. Not there. And then birdcage. Some rope. And a dress. Which I cannot seem to find. Oh. Pfft. Wow. Wow. That was horrible. Take complete responsibility for that failure. Well, the alcohol in the world isn't going to get that image out of my head. Who the heck would be sick enough to tie someone to the chair and leave them to the rats? At least we know who the victim is. His jumpsuit has a name on it. Scott Lee Allen. Yeah, you're right, Ace. He's wearing a prison uniform. This must be the escaped prisoner Andrea told us about. After breaking out, he must have come to Jazztown. And that broken jewelry next to an escaped convict is pretty suspect, I agree. But with your skills, I bet you can fix it in no time. Then there's that lady waiting to be outside. It's a bit weird, Ace, but do you think she was a little bit manly? Oh, I get it. She's a man that wears woman's clothing. A drag queen. Now that's clear. Sort of. Let's find out what she was doing in that theater. I just think the hair's out of control. Crazy out of control. Anyways, guys, as always, I'm going to grab a few stars, and I'll see you guys back here. Pitching Against 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Against 88, and we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook. I've got a bunch of stars. Let's put this jewelry back together. Now, I don't know if this is going to have anything too important on it, aside from the fact that it will give us most likely something on it, but it does look like it has a crest. So nice necklace, Ace, but I'm not sure it goes with your outfit. Alright, my bad. I'll keep the fashion advice to myself. You say you've noticed something interesting on the necklace? Think it's a family crest? Well, that's fancy. If mine had one, it would be a bar stool and a TV remote. You're right, such a necklace must have insurance records. Maybe you can find out who that family crest belongs to in the database. I told you. Thought that was going to be one where I'd have to do multiple stuff. Trying to put off talking to Kitty as long as I possibly can. I don't think I have gotten over the hair. Let's go 9. 9 energy. Nice. I mean, I don't really need it. Oh! I recognize this woman. The crest on that necklace you found in the abandoned theater shows it belongs to the Blade family. Remember Veronica Blade? She's the beautiful local Iris we met when investigating the murder of Joe Stanford. Well done, Ace. We better ask her how her necklace ended up on a crime scene. I just hope she hasn't been evacuated yet. I mean, you didn't follow up with her? Tisk, tisk. Hey, Miss Blade, we didn't expect to find you home. Don't you know there's a big storm heading this way? Well, that storm doesn't scare me. I've slept through hurricanes, still throwing a dinner party the next day. Besides, you can't trust anyone in this town. Why, only this morning some hooligan stole the necklace I was wearing right off my neck. Someone stole your necklace? Well, that explains what we found on our crime scene. The victim stole it. Was it this necklace, ma'am? Why, yes, it is. It's been in my family for generations. Oh, thank you, officers. If it wasn't improper, I would kiss you. That's nothing. Anyway, we're here because that man who stole the necklace from you was found murdered. Well, I'm not surprised. He was a filthy, nasty man. I imagine death was too good for vermin like that. I am going to say that I know she doesn't have anything on her body right now, but she could easily be a murderer. Let's hurry this up. I've got to work tonight and my makeup isn't going to do itself. You can go when Commissioner Ace says you can go. Now, what were you doing in the abandoned theater, ma'am? Darling, please. I didn't spend years learning to walk in slows to be called ma'am. I'm Kitty, the drag queen. Miss La Bombay to you. You think looking this fabulous is cheap? I went to that theater to see if I could find any old wigs I could liberate. But all I found was a body. Now that I think about it, I'd seen that man before. He was on Du Bois Avenue with the looters, tearing up the shops like housewives in the sales. Like a herd of elephants, both their style. Well, thanks for the tips, Miss Kitty. We'll go check out on the Du Bois Avenue immediately. You may want to lower your voice a little bit, you know, get a higher pitched voice if you're going to pretend. Alright, let's investigate this place, see what we got going on. Let's see. Green. There's Molotov. There's green pieces. We got a Zeppelin, which is easy. A store sign, which is here. Sports bag here. Traffic lights, easy. And a clock is right there. That's how it's supposed to go. Oh, we get more stuff? Okay, I'll take it. Well, we definitely need more stuff because the $1 million pets are going to be pretty sweet. So, look at this street. The looters taking everything and burning the rest. They didn't get everything, though. Good job in finding that sports bag, Ace. Let's look through it. I don't get why you took this broken device. It's more important than all the other broken crap around here. I guess I'll understand once you fixed it. Faith. Have faith in me. I am whatever I say I am. Oh, nice. Like I said, I didn't expect you to find prison shackles in that sports bag. Think these might be linked to our victim's escape from prison? Guess we better send out those shackles to the lab then. Ooh, 9 hours. Sweet. What do we got here? It's like a house or something? Mousetrap? Oh, it is a mousetrap. Well done, Ace, for fixing that, what the heck is it? It looks kind of like a house for rats. Oh, you think it's a hurricane rat trap? Who would want to catch rats and not kill them? Well, I guess what matters is that the victim was found covered in rats, and there's blood on the trap. Think you can collect some of it, Ace? Darn tootin'. Guarantee you're being with rats around like that, you're bound to get bit every once in a while. Ready, go! Not too shabby, pretty quick. Perfect, now that you got some of the blood off that rat trap, all that's left to do is send it to Jan. Sweet! What do you got for me, Jan? Oh, 3 hours. Not too shabby. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys all in a little bit. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook, Pacific Bay, case number 22. Let's head on. Ace, your intuition was right once again. The blood you found on that rat trap was the victim's. The killer must have taken the trap with them and dumped it in the street where you found it. But there's more. There's a foreign substance mixed with the victim's blood. Alcohol. And not just any alcohol. Gold Stag whiskey. So the killer drinks whiskey. I'm surprised I didn't pick up on that. I can usually sniff out some Gold Stag with my eyes closed. I swear, Frank, you're one of a kind. Ace, I had a look at those prison shackles you found, and I found Scott Lee Allen's DNA on them. You mean this guy was able to escape prison while still wearing shackles? How did he unlock them? Well, he didn't unlock them. The shackles were burnt through with very strong acid. It was poured on the cuffs and melted in the metal. The acid is concentrated boric acid. It's very rare. In fact, according to the Health and Safety Register, only one person in town owns some. Well, that person must have been in contact with the victim. Do you have a name? She's called Ethel Hubcap. You'll never believe it. She runs a pest control business. Well, you don't say. Ace, let's go talk to this Ethel, shall we? Yeah, she looks like an interesting individual. Mrs. Hubcap, we'd like to ask you a few questions about Scott Lee Allen, if you have a minute. Scott Lee Allen? Oh, yes, I remember him. Turned up on my doorstep, hungry and in chains. Disgraceful, I said. So I fed him some raccoon pie, and used my best cockroach acid on his chains. You've got to be good to use to those in need. That's what I always say. Well, holding an escaped convict is a felony, Mrs. Hubcap. Not to mention Scott Lee Allen has just been murdered and his body covered with rats. You work in pest control, don't you? Yes, I do. But the only thing I use rats for is to make delicious pies out of them. Now, if you don't mind, I got squirrel stew on the stove and I don't want the cat getting at it. I'm not going to say one way or the other, because to each their own. But that doesn't sound very good to me. Ace, you could have cleared those rats off the body before you brought it in here. This is a mortuary, not a petting zoo. I wasn't going to touch any of those vermin. Thank goodness Ace is made of sterner stuff than I am. Well, that wouldn't be hard, Frank. Anyways, I examined the body, and the good news is we have the murder weapon, or should I say weapons. About 50 of them. The victim was covered in a substance called Rat Attract, which is used by pest control experts to attract rats. It's like chocolate cake for them. They can't get enough. You mean whoever killed the victim covered him in this stuff so the rats would eat him? Yep. Ingenious, isn't it? And there's more, Ace. I also analyzed the ropes the victim was tied up with. They were tied with a Mexican handcuff knot. Very unusual. It's usually used in the military. Your killer is someone who doesn't mess around, Ace. They definitely have military training. Oh. Now, I was going to say something important, but I forgot. Well, it's nice to be safe back here at the station, away from the mean streets. So what have we learned about our escaped convict's murder, Ace? We know he robbed poor Veronica Blade of her necklace, but she's hardly a suspect. She isn't capable of murder. That Ethel lady, on the other hand, sure, she freed the victim of his prison shackles, but she does work in pest control, which means she's got easy access to our murder weapon. Well, Ace, something tells me this is going to be a long and... Oh, crap. Oh, man. What happened? Please tell me, please! We'll do that on the next chapter. See you guys all later. Thank you for liking and commenting down below. I'm Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.